So the other day, Angela told me, because if you're not aware, Angela runs all the YouTube stuff. I'll answer a lot of comments on our channel. I'll do the community tab posts and whatnot, especially since Angela has her own channel. But by the way, you should be watching if you're not. If you're interested in any cooking at all, Angela K's Kitchen, go there, subscribe, watch her videos. It's awesome. She's an amazing cook. And but she does all the editing and whatnot. And oh look, there's a rabbit right there. But she does all the editing for stuff, and she handles all the YouTube analytics, looking at all that jazz. And anyways, so she brought to my attention that told her we've been doing this for 5 years now. I thought it was really funny because like a lot's changed in 5 years. We've done things a lot different over the course of 5 years, and obviously, you know, when you start doing anything at all, I'm trying to clean some stuff up while I'm talking. When you start doing anything at all, you don't know what you're doing initially, right? Truth be told. And as you go across time, you do things differently. You can learn what you're doing. You develop a different style, a different method, whatever. And it's been awesome. By the way, we actually enjoy doing content. It's work. You wouldn't think it is work, but it is work. I mean, not the kind of work I'm doing right now, but it is work. It takes more time to edit videos and to make sure you get videos filmed appropriately than you would realize. Truth be told, I mean, we started doing this because we thought we had a lot to offer. Honestly, I wouldn't do this if I didn't think I had actual, real, helpful content to offer. But it seems like people were getting into doing this a little more often. It was actually 2020. I don't think we did it because of COVID. I don't think we did it because of COVID, but it was certainly during COVID time, and we started doing it at the end of March or start of April in 2020, and it was a lot of fun. It gets hectic sometimes when you're filming content, or maybe you're just trying to do a project and want to get it done, but you know you got to film it. If you're not aware, it takes longer to do things when you're trying to film. but you know, we're a how-to channel. We don't lifestyle vlog and all that stuff. We tried doing some vlogs here and there. It's just not our style. But really, we just kind of wanted to I just want to talk about how much things have changed in 5 years. I mean, some things never change, obviously. I mean, but like, it feels like they don't ever change, even though they do a little bit. But for us, I mean, honestly, I encourage you to go back and watch some of the videos that we did 5 years ago. Just go to our channel page, hit videos, and then hit oldest. And they're a lot different. And obviously, we had a different camera. I think maybe 2 cameras ago. I'm not sure how many cameras we had. Anyways, but different camera, different editing app or software program, whatever it is that we used then. And we just didn't know what we were doing as much. But I had some fun back then. I have fun now too, but you'll see how my brain works. I'm talking about one video we had was talking about tomatoes and different kinds of tomatoes and how to grow tomatoes appropriately. And boy, you might think that I had mental issues if you watch that one. But I had a lot of fun. That's how my brain operates in these weird manners. Like, there's some strange content, I should say, that I've thought up that we've never done, because it would take more production than what we have time for, but also it's just really strange. But it's a lot of fun. If you have a sense of humor, or a strange sense of humor, I guess you'd say, like I do, and like Angela does even, then you might actually get a kick out of it. But if you want to take things seriously, you probably shouldn't watch it, because it's not that serious. But then we had some where we went and picked up chicks, baby chicks from the post office, and we over dramatized the idea intentionally. It was intentional over dramatization, and hopefully everybody realized that, considering that's what we told you it was when we did it. But things have changed. I wouldn't do that now. all those things I wouldn't do now. Partially because it didn't work. we had a lot of fun doing it. It was funny. I thought it was funny, but it didn't work. I mean, you film content that people watch. Things have changed over the course of 5 years. And like, Angela does recipes and everything, and now we do recipes on her individual channel because we just thought it was work better for how the videos get distributed. Ow, ouch. We just thought it worked better for how the videos get distributed, and hopefully get the videos in front of people who actually want to watch them. That's part of what you want to do. You don't want to do content that people don't watch, and so you don't want to do content that just gets buried by an algorithm either. So we try to do it that way. But she did recipes, canning, and everything then that we could probably redo now. It's been 4 or 5 years since we've done some of them. We could probably redo them now if we wanted to, but who knows how that goes. But we've changed how we do chickens. Even we changed how we YouTube, especially changed how we do chickens, changed how we garden. I mean, we did something like this 5 years ago, but not exactly to this extent. But we changed how we garden, how we grow food. Angela changed how she cooks. A lot of things. Changed the food we use. We changed. Just things change over the course of time, right? And truth be told, I mean, that's just how everybody goes. You change as over the course of time. And obviously I do devotionals. I'm very proud of the idea that I've been able to do I think a different devotional, a different Bible study / devotional every Sunday. Start out Monday mornings, but every week, pretty much Sundays, every week for the past 4.5 years or more, because I started doing them later summer that first year. So I mean, now honestly, it hurts us. People don't subscribe to our channel or unsubscribe from our channel and don't watch us because I'm a Christian, because Angela and I are Christians, and I talk about Jesus, talk about the Bible, teach the Bible best I can. I'm okay with that, honestly. If that upsets you that bad, I'm sorry that you get upset so easily. If you get offended by that, I'm sorry that you get offended so easily. You don't have to believe like me to watch me. It's okay. If you don't want to watch the devotional, just don't watch the devotional, I guess. But you can watch everything else we do. It's fine. I mean, I don't dislike you because you're not Christian. It's okay. It's all right, but that's just how our channel's been. And that's how we're going to be. It's not going to change. That part's not going to change. Okay, I tried to change that. I thought it would be better if I put the Christian content separate because I could do more content. More content is more time. Okay, there's only 24 hours in a day and there's only 7 days in a week. And you got to sleep eventually. I don't sleep enough, but you got to sleep eventually. So you can't do everything. Like, truth be told, Angela and I would like to do more content. I have a full-time job. I can't. We only have so much time, right? We have other things going on in life. You can't do everything all the time. Now, if Angela and I ever got to the point where we could do this full-time, which we're not even close, not even close. But if we ever got to where we could do this full-time, get enough views, subscribers, right? So more on views, non-subscribers, much as views, but subscribers are a product of that. But if we ever got to the point that we could do this full-time, we would do more content. Hopefully better content. I mean, yeah, hopefully it's better. But we could at least do more content. That'd be awesome. But it's okay because this is what we're doing right now, right? Obviously, we like to film a lot of chickens. We're very chicken focused here. If you did not know that, very chicken oriented. One thing I've learned is that I could have about 5,000 chickens and be totally okay. That requires me not to have a full-time job. But this is a lot of fun. This part right here, talking chickens, I could talk chickens all day long. Like if you want me to talk for hours about things that you may not have any interest in, let me talk about chickens. I can talk about chickens quite often. But that's just what we do. We try to film what we're doing while we're doing it, try to make it simple for us and simple for you. We don't want to put out content that's not simple to understand, or content that's that seems fake or forced. I think maybe something like, if I don't believe in it, I don't want to put it out. How about that? You know, like if I don't firmly believe that the way we do our chickens is the best way to do them for us and would help somebody out, then I'm not going to do it. But had a twig on my neck. Twig on my neck. Sorry, I said it too fast. That's another thing. I speak really fast sometimes, and I try to slow down. Right? Come on, Tilly. I'm also very random. Like I'm just talking to you right now, then all of a sudden I'm talking to a chicken. Right, Tilly. But we have a lot of fun. We hope. See, that's another thing. All this. 1, 2, 3. 3 houses on this side. 1, 2, 3 houses on that side. 2 out front, kind of 3. I mean, it gets difficult too. We don't ever film out front. You never seen the front of our house, right? But it's not easy to film when you're surrounded by people all the time because there's noise. There's not a main road, but a fairly busy road out front or to the side there, and you get those loud vehicles all the time. Football stadiums over there. And so Friday nights you hear, you know, when the games are going, you can hear the announcers. Fireworks, town fireworks are done over there, so it gets really loud on 4th of July. It's a really normal neighborhood, honestly, where we just happen to try to do abnormal things normally. But we like doing this because we want to encourage everybody to try to grow some food. You ain't got to grow all the food. Have some chickens. You ain't got to have 20 chickens. Have 6. Have 8. But do something, right? I mean, honestly, use green stalks. Yeah, I know we promote them, but use a green stalk. Put it on your patio. Grow some lettuce and some herbs, some spinach, whatever. Just have a little something that you know you can do for yourself, because like the things that we try to do the most here is connect. First of all, connect you to God through growing food. I believe that God has created everything for us, that He's given us everything we need for life and godliness, as the Scripture says, and that includes the ecosystem, the plant life, the idea that we can grow food anywhere. That's life, giving everything you need for life. That's part of life, is eating and being self-sufficient. Try not to depend on people. That's scriptural as well. So first of all, that's what we try to do. Connect you to God through His creation, through this ecosystem that He's created for us. Okay. And second of all, we just want to encourage you to grow food. To grow food. To take control of your own your eating habits and your own diet necessarily. You ain't got to be on a diet, but your own, diet by eating that you grow. It's like our true goal when we eat is hopefully we can have something on the plate most of the time that we grew. I mean, we're not raising meat here. Although I think we could if I really wanted to, but we're not. But if we can just have something on the plate most of the time that we've grown, feel good about that. That's about all you can do in the backyard. It's a half-acre lot. If you're not aware, half-acre lot and we only use maybe half of the backyard. So half-acre lot, half of the backyard. The backyard's about half, maybe a little more than half. So let's say the backyard's 3/10 of an acre, and so we use half of that. So we might use maybe a 1/7 or 1/8 of an acre, maybe between the chickens and containers and the raised beds. I'll bet we don't use that. We do want to say thank you for watching us at all. If you watch any of our content, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you watch both of our channels, Angela K's Kitchen and Art of Christian Homestead, we really love you. Thank you so much. So I just want to kind of talk about how things change over 5 years and what we've done, and honestly tell everybody thank you for for watching anything at all we do. If you watch ads before the videos, thank you, because that's, if you're not aware, that's how people make money on YouTube. It's through ads. If you watch the ads, the content creator makes money off of that. Not all of it, but some of it. And that's it. Just say thank you. So thank you guys so much for watching. We do sincerely appreciate it. My name is Jason. This is Art of Christian Homestead. We love you guys. God bless you and goodbye.